said anywhere.
Hey there, Tamara here, and welcome to the Loft. Today, I have the absolute pleasure of having my niece and nephew from Philadelphia, PA, with me today, and we're talking about taking it to the next level. These two right here continually take it to the next level. Let me tell you. And they're here to each share their stories with us. And I am so excited and so blessed to call them my niece and nephew. We have Charisse and Thomas Laws, affectionately known as TJ to me. So I want you both to take the time and introduce yourself. First, we'll start off with TJ.
Hi, my name is Thomas, aka TJ. But no, uh, my name is Thomas, TJ. They call me. I only let the family call me TJ. I don't let nobody else call me TJ but the family. So, Auntie, you family forever and ever ever. So forever call me TJ. I don't care. But yeah, I don't know what else you want me to explain. I went to school, Eastern University. I guess we're gonna get into that conversation a little later. Talk about
Yeah,
my trials and tribulations by going to college and things of that nature. Uh,
yeah,
and now I'm currently partially living out my dream with
yeah.
creating. I write films and we make short films, or we're looking to make bigger movies and put them on bigger screens. Just had a movie premiere. We'll get into that later. And I'm a full-time photographer, so I'm living out my dream of being creative. So that's just me. Yeah.
Yes, I love it. And creative, you are and always have been.
Oh, thank you, lady.
True. Yes. And we go to the beautiful, lovely Charisse. I would love you to introduce yourself to our audience.
Hello, everybody. My name is Charisse. I did my undergrad at Cabrini University. When I went there, it was called Cabrini College. Got my master's at Drexel University in television management and media. Now I am a resident director here at Drexel University. I oversee one of the 8 dorms here, and I'm excited to be on this podcast with my auntie. She's been auntie since day one, since 2013. What was that, August of 2013?
Yes.
Yup.
Yes.
It's
Oh
been
my
10
gosh.
years. Yup.
She has an excellent memory. I didn't even remember. You had me thinking, like, wait a minute, what was the month? Like, yes, that's so true.
August of 2013. Yup. Yup.
Oh
Wow,
my God.
that was a
Yes,
while
it has
ago.
been my absolute honor to have my bonus family, I tell you, and y'all are forever family to me.
Bless you, heart.
So I want to ask both of you, and we can start off with Thomas about challenges in school. Did you have any challenges with like um with what it is that you wanted to pursue, what it is like to get your majors, your minors, and things of that nature. Did you have any challenges that you feel that you overcame to get you to the place that you are now? Take us on that journey.
Okay, so the main challenge is I went into school not knowing exactly what I really wanted to do with my life. That's the
Hmm.
biggest challenge for anybody going into college these days. They don't really know what they want to do in their life. Uh, so what happened with me, I went into college as an athletic training major. I did a first year there, fully athletic training, but when I realized my second semester, I had to do anatomy and physiology, labs, and all these other things, and I just didn't like science. I never liked science. I never liked science when I was in high school. I didn't like
Hmm.
science when I was in middle school. So when I got to college and that was the main thing of my career, I was like, this isn't for me. Like I really thought athletic training was just taping up ankles, putting band-aids on people, doing physical therapy and things of that nature. I I I didn't look too deep into it. And that's the problem. These people going into college, going into a major, they don't look into what exactly goes on with your major or with your career or what you need to do in life. So
Right.
that was my challenge. And it set me back because when you switch a major, you have to make up for that year you missed in credits. So what I was doing was I was overloading my schedule. I was taking 18 credits a semester, and
Wow.
that's a lot. That's like
Mhm.
6 classes for a college kid. So you're in class, you have like 4 classes on Monday, 3 classes on Tuesday, and that. So I'm always doing work, and I was always busy, and
Mhm.
I'm a partier. I'm gonna be honest with you. I like to have
That's
a social life. Exactly. So I like to have a social life. So trying to balance schoolwork and a social life and you know me time by doing like I was also part of the basketball team as a manager, doing things like that because I love sports. And so the challenge was I didn't want to be there anymore. The challenge
Uh-huh.
was I'm doing too much right now. And the thing is, oh, somebody about to come in. The thing was, uh, I I realized my senior year that I didn't want to be an athletic training major. I wanted to actually be into communication. I actually want to do videos and I wanted to do things like that because I always loved taking pictures. When I was a
Mhm.
little kid, I was running around with a Kodak camera. I was running around with a digital camera that I got for my birthday, or whatever. And what happened is it's a lot going on. That's why I'm getting off track. Hold on, sorry. And the thing was, when I finally got to my senior year and I finally realized that I really wanted to be digitally creative and I kept going across the street to meet my friend and we was doing skits and things like that. He got me into uh using my camera for things that I wanted to do. So I took my camera.
Okay.
I feel like I'm getting all over the place. I'm
No,
nervous.
you're
I don't do
good.
this. I don't do this
Yes.
podcasting thing. So
We having a conversation with fam.
I ended
Right.
up taking my I ended up taking my camera from home to school and
Mhm.
started doing what I love, which is taking pictures of the basketball team, taking pictures of all the different sports, getting involved with the media program at school. Um, and that's what it was. I lost myself when doing things I wasn't comfortable with. The athletic trainer, I wasn't comfortable with that. Uh, and finding comfortability in things that I wanted to do. So that's my biggest challenge was. I lost myself uh with going to a school. I started hating the school. I started hating everything I
Right.
do. I didn't want to do anything with the school. And it wasn't, mom always says, you pick the school. This is where you wanted to be. So it's like it wasn't on anybody, it was on me. It was a mental battle within myself because I kept
Mhm.
telling myself, oh, I don't want to be here because I don't like the classes I'm taking. I don't like what I'm doing. I don't like the majors. So when I finally like got to back to who I was and start
Mhm.
doing everything I wanted to do with like videos, cameras, skits, whatever,
Mhm.
that's when I started to turn into having like more free, and I ended up getting my degree because I just let everything go and and got back to who I was. I feel like
Yes.
I went all over the place with that answer.
No, you did
But
not. Ta Thomas, you were sharing your journey, and that is important, and that is what people need to hear because you were being real and you were being transparent, and that is exactly what people need to hear. They always see the frou-frou of things and the sugar-coated versions of things like, oh, this person did this and this person did that. But we in life have challenges that we have to overcome. And you were honest and you took accountability for yourself and your choices, which
right,
I admire. I love when people are accountable because it just helps you to grow. And we all fail in situations, or we all make mistakes or choose the wrong path in the beginning. But it's a learning experience. That's why it's called a journey. You get to that next destination by doing that. And that, my dear, is what you did. And I can't wait to talk about the other part of after
right,
you overcame that challenge and got your degree, because now it's on the up and up. And it's all because you were true to self. It's all because you found what it is that you were your desire, what the Lord placed on your heart to ultimately do. You are walking in purpose.
yes,
And that is phenomenal. Yes, yes,
Thank you,
yes.
thank you, thank you.
You are most welcome. I'm so excited about this, and I'm so excited to bring on Charisse so you can share your journey because I know you've had one too.
So you want to know my struggle or?
Yes, like just like your journey to get to where you are. Like I know like with school you've done phenomenally.
Yeah.
And just share that, like the stepping stones to get to where you are right now and to where you're going.
Okay, so I think a struggle for story is a little different from TJ because going to college, I knew what I wanted to do. I
Mhm.
wanted to be a sports reporter. Like, so when you grow up with boys, you do what they do. So if they was playing football, you was playing football. If they're playing basketball, I was playing basketball. We wrestled. They put me in headlocks a bunch of times. They still do. So sports was always a big part in my life. I used to go to their games and everything. But at that time, I wanted to be a lawyer. I wanted to study sports law. And I was going to be my brother's what was it, brothers lawyers and everything because they were supposed to go in the NFL and
Uh-huh.
play each other. It's gonna be like Eli and Peyton Manning. Every time they played each other, the parents come to the game, and that was gonna be Philip and Renee at the games. Supporting the boys. I'm gonna be there too. And I love sports. Watching basketball, watching football. I play tennis. I dance. It wasn't until I saw Pam Oliver interviewing Deshaun Jackson, and I was like, that's what I want to do. I want to interview athletes. I want to do this. I want to do that. Like, that is what I wanted to do. And I looked up, I'm sorry, that's some word calling me. I looked up like what classes I had to take for college, and it was communications. You had to take video production. You had to take editing classes, all this stuff. And when I heard about Cabrini College at the time, my guidance counselor told me about Cabrini. She was like, "You will fit good there. I can see you at Cabrini." And me and Renee, we went to the tour, and I remember when I got to the comm department, they had a Toy Story poster in the hallway. They had a Batman poster in the hallway, and Batman's like my favorite superhero. And I remember walking in the comm department was like, I could see myself being in this department 2 o'clock in the morning, and that vision came true. I was in the department at 2 o'clock in the morning doing videos and everything. So freshman year, I remember the first class, the professor was like, write down what you want to do. And I said, and we had to read it out loud. I said, I want to be a sports reporter. And after the class, the professor was like, I'm just gonna let y'all know what y'all wrote down on this piece of paper is going to change by the time you graduate. I hear this is your dream job, but it's going to change by senior year. I promise you. So senior year came along, and he gave us our papers back, and everybody, he was like, so coming in, I knew you had a certain job that you wanted to do. Did that change? Everybody in the room said yes. I said no. And he's looking at me sideways. I'm like, I came in saying I wanted to be a sports news reporter. I still want to be a sports news reporter. And he was like, okay, Charisse, like I took sports broadcasting classes. I had my own sports show called Lost on Sports. I was the first female African-American female sportscaster for the location news. So I was not playing. I had a goal, and even now, I know I'm a resident director right now, but that still is my goal, is to be a sports news reporter, to be on television, to interviewing people, having my mom, dad, and grandma see me on TV and everything. Like, that is my goal, and I'm gonna make sure I get there, like, for real. What was the other question? A struggle I went through? My struggle was sophomore year. Sophomore year, it was like week 2 of classes. I was told I got hired to be a resident assistant. So with being an RA, being a full-time student, having a job, being a mentor, I didn't know how to balance everything. And I went into a depression. I wasn't eating, you know, I was doing a lot of drinking at the time, and I'm young. I'm not supposed to be drinking, you know, but I did it. And I remember talking to my supervisor, and she was like, "What's going on?" So I just ran down everything, and she was like, "Do you have a planner?" I said, "No." She was like, she went into her drawer, pulled out a planner, and was like, "Here, Charisse, use this. This planner will help you throughout college." And like,
Wow.
and it really did too. Even now, being in my late 20s, I'm still using a planner. I'm telling you, like, my residents in my building and my RAs, y'all need a planner. Your planner will be your best friend in college. It was my best friend in college.
Yes.
So I really appreciate that from her. It's like she was my supervisor, and here I am doing the same thing she's doing, and like telling kids, get a planner, you know, do programs, do this, do that. So yeah, I shout out to Alan for doing that. Like, I really appreciate it.
Charisse, that was awesome. That was awesome testimony. That was awesome to share because people, again, need to hear that. There are challenges. And the thing that I love about you the most is when you're determined, you're determined. And it's just like, I'm not going to subject myself to what somebody else is saying about, I'm going to change. This is what I'm going to do. And I'm still going to do it.
Right.
Steps to do.
It's definitely.
Yes, you are still taking those steps to do it, and you're going to do it.
Of course.
And you are, you're going to do it.
I got a great support system behind me. It's like, at the end of the day, that's all that matters. All I care about is my support system. Like, for real. As long as they got me, I'm good. Anybody else, I don't care.
That.
No shade, but that's the truth, though.
The thing that's awesome too is that you're coachable. It's like if you want to learn something, you want to do something, just like you said, you had a challenge. Someone addressed that challenge. They share with you, which you just helped me because I need several planners. I'm telling you, because it can get overwhelming.
It can.
And so look how that just passed it down. I'm sure somebody is listening and they're like, you know what, that's a great idea. It's so simple, but sometimes you don't think of it because you have so many other things going on that you don't think of the most simplistic things to be able to help you to get organized, to do what it is that you need to do. And that is fantastic. And what I was saying about you being coachable, someone shared, you don't close your mind to advice or something that someone told you, even though you have a mission and determined. It's just like you allow positive feedback and you allow someone to share with you something that helped you to get through.
Yeah.
That's awesome. We always need that type of support in our lives. Those people where their heart's intentions are right, there to help us to get to that next level and not to deter us or do anything different. So that's awesome. And I know you are a mover and shaker, and I can't wait to see what the Lord does in your life. I'm one of those supporters that I'm going to be in the audience.
I know you are.
I better have a ticket. I better be on the front row.
Of course.
And Renee,
it's for Auntie. So when you come, don't say Tamara, say Auntie. Like,
oh yeah, Auntie. Because they ain't gonna I love it.
Now also, like on the same note as getting a planner, make sure you get a whiteboard. A whiteboard is very crucial. I have one. Now I was never big on the planner because that means you had to go in and write in, then you got to pull out your bag or whatever. But if you have a whiteboard and you write everything out on the whiteboard and you walk past it every day, you see that, it makes it more visual, and you be like, oh, let me knock that off. Let me knock that off. So make sure you get a whiteboard. Make sure you get a whiteboard.
That is a great idea, just to have it visual too, because I'm a visual person. Exactly. See, y'all, as old as I am, I'm taking feedback too. It does not stop. It does not matter. And it's like, especially in this world, in this realm, and we're all kind of in the same thing because y'all know my story. That's where I had got accepted into Montclair State College. I was going to go, but I had married my first husband at that time, had kids, everything like that. Y'all know how the story goes. And so basically it was deterred, but I'm still back on that path. It's just like I took, a different turn. I'm not even going to say a wrong turn, because the turn that I took, the Lord knew how to get me back. It's like that recalibration.
Mm.
So I'm back on that path again to doing ultimately what I wanted to do. And I'm excited about it. It's because it's like we love to broadcast positivity. It's so much negativity in this world. And what both of you are doing or involved in is shining a light on positive and bringing to light the positive that we need to see and to hear, especially with this filmmaking, Mr. Thomas Laws. I cannot wait for you to share. I want you to share what just happened in your life with the audience,
So
because we're going to have all of the information and the details in the comments, but it's awesome.
so a couple of weeks ago, I had I wouldn't say it was our first ever movie premiere, because we had a movie premiere back in 2019 at Cabrini, and that was really in-house. So that was all Cabrini students and friends or whatever coming through. But
Mhm.
this was a movie premiere that I finally let parents and friends and family come to. And so we made a movie called Dreamer. It's out on YouTube under New Chronicle Productions YouTube page. Go like and subscribe. Um, and what really it was, we just said this film this time around, because we usually would just release a film on YouTube and just be like, oh, we made a film. This time we wanted to enjoy it with friends and family. So me and my team at New Chronicle Productions, we went out, we got ourselves a venue
Uh,
at the Foster Club, and um, we had a formal dressed attire
uh-huh.
movie premiere. We had a red carpet, we had a backdrop, we had a photographer, the family came, showed out, friends came, showed out, and we put on a display of Dreamer, which is a unconscious, self-conscious letter to myself. If you haven't
It
seen
was,
the movie, you haven't seen the movie. That's
yo,
basically a letter from myself talking to myself when I was at a stage when I was just like, is it worth it? Is it really worth it? So make sure you check it out.
oh yeah.
And we just gonna continue to make films and make it positive, make positive films, make good films, and put a smile on everybody's faces. So
Yeah, and that you did when I checked it out, and I love the other one that you had too. And you're keeping me hanging. I can't from this dreamer. I'm like, look, you're gonna have to get with it because I need to see the second part. It had me on the edge, and I'm like, what? I said that was a tease. That was so good. And it speaks to what is going on today. And I love the fact that you said it was a letter to yourself, because I can see that. And the thing that's awesome is, again, I'm going to go back to saying how when you were on one path
Mhm.
and you decided that no, this isn't for you, you didn't like it, but because you started there, because you took maybe that wrong curve, you came right back and you are on the right curve, which is leading you into your purpose. And the both of you are doing that. It's like you have the curbs that y'all took, or maybe it was, went this way or that way. However, God always has a way of putting us back on track to where we ultimately need to go. And I
and
see it with my own eyes. That's where y'all are going.
and it's funny, like I said earlier, with like I always used to love taking pictures with the little Kodak camera and the digital camera. I used to write a lot too when I was in middle school. I wrote a whole, those spiral notebooks. I wrote
Mm-hmm.
front to back a whole story, and I'm so mad till this day. I don't know where that book is. I think my mom threw it away, but it's funny because that was the path I started out on, taking photos, being creative, and writing stories, whatever. And I got off that path just a tad wee bit because I wasn't focused. I was focused on other things. I was focused on, like Charisse said, I was supposed to go to the NFL, and then I stopped playing football because I hated football. And then baseball, I was supposed to go to the MLB. Everybody knows how big I was on baseball, and I had the equipment. I was playing year round, and I just stopped. I didn't like baseball anymore. I hated baseball. I hated uh everything. I didn't want to do sports. I didn't want to do anything. So I was trying to really figure out, what do I want to do in life? Where do I want to be in life? And then when you know, it's a saying, God put people in your life for a reason. Uh,
Yes.
Griff, if everybody knows the story about me and Griff, it's on the YouTube page as well. We talk about how we weren't friends at first. We didn't like each other. We hated each other. And then we ended up getting together senior year of high school. We started talking a little bit more. And then going into college or whatever, we was making the skits and everything. So he was the one who really got me back into writing and doing things creatively that I love to do. Because he was like, bro, you write all these stories and whatever. Because I kept telling him I want to be an author. I want to be an author. I want to be an author. He was like, why don't you just put your stories on the big screen?
Right.
Come to find out, I like writing scripts more than I like writing actual chapter books and things of that nature now. So yeah, God put people in your life for a reason, to get things done, to get you back on
Yes.
track and back on path that you're destined and designed to be. So I really feel like there's big things coming with me in the film world and the creative world with my camera and stuff like that. So I'm just waiting, and I'm just walking in the path of God, you know.
Yes,
And
it
that's
is.
and I'm saying that I'm waiting to see what the path that he has given me, because like I said, when I go back to the college route, I hated college. I remember getting on the phone with, well, my uncle Bobby, and we was talking. It was always the talk. Oh, we about to move to Florida. I'm doing my film stuff, and I'm like, you know what? I'm quitting school and I'm moving down to Florida with you. He was like, no, you gotta finish school and do what you gotta do here first to get to
Mhm.
that next level. So I was so focused on quitting school and moving down there to Florida, and I wasn't focused on getting things that I needed to get done first. So it all connects. It all connects. So
Yes, it does. And it's so important to you who you have in your squad, the people
yeah.
that you allow into your circle, into your heart, into that intimate realm. It is so important because those people's, the intentions of their hearts are usually for you because you will discern whether it is or whether it isn't. And that's a journey within itself for people. But it is so, and we was ready to take you too.
I know. I was excited. I was like, I can't do school no more. I just want to move down in there with y'all. I'll get a job working at the beach or something, and then whatever. But
Mickey and Minnie Mouse, you never know.
you never know. It was like, but other plans was destined for me to do things
Yeah,
differently. So
Let
yeah,
me tell you, I said not to get mushy, but I know your uncle is so proud of y'all
yeah.
because just who we would talk about y'all all the time, and just the things that we could see the places that y'all were going, what it is that you were going to be doing, and you're doing that thing.
Mhm.
It's just like if I could visualize him,
Hmm.
like yes. They doing it. They doing that thing. They doing that thing. I know because I am so, so proud of you myself. And it's good to see you with your minds on right, taking that journey, not getting off. And even when you get off, you hop right back on. I'm telling you, I said, I know greatness awaits to both of you. I have seen it since y'all was little ones. I have seen it, and it's such a blessing to see y'all prosper the way that you are. It just does my heart glad. I'm not getting mushy. I said I wasn't gonna do it. I'm not getting mushy. I said I
Nah,
wasn't gonna do it.
Right, right, right.
I wasn't gonna do it. But all right. So what I want you both to share with me, we're going to Charisse first. I want you to drop a golden nugget for our audience. If you didn't have anything else, I want you to be able to share an inspiration for them to take away with on today.
um, something I always tell myself is to like always believe in yourself and your dreams.
Mm,
A lot of people always forget about their dreams and what they want to do. It's like, nah, always remember that because you never know what could happen. Like I know
mhm.
right here, I'm doing this podcast with you, and I talked about the industry I want to go into. You never know. Somebody could reach out to you, and then reaching out to me. Always believe in your dreams. Have faith. Um, I have a tattoo on my leg that says faith. And it's like faith is without faith, I wouldn't be where I'm at today. Like I couldn't see myself being an RD at all. I had a coworker that told me you should apply for the RD position. I'm like, I don't want to be no resident director. I don't. But look at me now. It's what, 2 years of me being an RD. So it's like you gotta have faith. You gotta believe in yourself. Always put God first. My mom and grandma, they established that in us since we was babies. It's like you have to put God first. Like every morning I have this plaque on my desk that says, without faith, nothing's possible. With it, nothing isn't possible. And I just said like faith is my favorite word too. So just have faith, keep going, never give up, put God first. And at the end of the day, you're gonna be okay. No matter what obstacles come your way, you're gonna be okay. You got it. Do you?
Amen. Amen. That was beautiful. And that is the truth. That is such the truth, Charisse. Oh my God. I love that. And I love you.
Thank you later.
So, Thomas, what do you have for us in closing?
I don't know if I can follow that one. She dropped the ball. I'm just gonna say, if it ain't right, don't do it. If it don't feel right, don't do it. And always keep God first. Charisse dropped the ball. I don't know what to say after that. No, but for real, just keep your inner circle in the inner circle and keep a good support system around you. Make sure if you got people that support you, make sure you support them, vice versa. You know what I'm saying? Just because you emptying your glass to fill them up, make sure they empty in their glass to fill you back up as well. So that's all I'm gonna say. And just because you're doing something the first time, it's nothing wrong with trying new things. Because just because I didn't know I wanted to be an athlete, I didn't know what path I wanted to take in college, I tried out the athletic training thing. Try it out. Try different things. Just because you may not like it right now, you may like it in the future. You may not like it, whatever. Just try new things. Go out, be outgoing, keep an open mind. That's what I'm trying to say. Just keep an open mind, because you never know what's going to happen. You never know what's going to take place. And don't be afraid to live.
Amen. That was good. I love that. Just like I love you too. That was awesome. See, that's what I'm talking about. And you, the audience, I hope that you were inspired. I'm sure that you were by what these two have shared on today. Do not lose your hope and your dreams. Keep on moving forward. Even if you turn off that path, the Lord has a way of bringing you right back on. Keep your faith. And make sure your inner squad and your support system, their intentions are right for you. And it's just like, and it's okay to change your mind. And Thomas, I love what you said about just try it. Just try it. It's okay. At least you can go out here and say, I tried it. I didn't like it. So I'm going to pursue this or that. You guys have left some golden nuggets for the audience, and I appreciate and love y'all tremendously.
Love you too.
Always. Yes. So that concludes In the Loft with Tamara on this beautiful Sunday. And I just wanted to leave you with, I always forget this. Please like and subscribe and the comments, and check out the links for the film that down below. And you got to like and subscribe.
Thomas.
Yes.
Thumbs up. Thumbs up.
And remember to hold on to that dream, and with unwavering faith, begin to live it. Bye-bye for now.